So anyway, guys, we're back. The game has been restored. Slam has returned from the void of the restarting, and he is back onto it now. We are here with game number 10, Seize the Hump, and TyRanT A are currently losing this entire series 3-6, which is quite a big, a big amount to be losing by. And TyRanT B, well, they're going to take home at least 50% of the prize pool now. They have secured themselves $2,000 at least. Whereas TyRanT A, they need to win the next 3 games if they want to secure themselves $2,000. And every game they lose, they're going to give TyRanT B even more money. So they are all going to keep playing their hardest here. And, well, we'll see exactly what goes on. Seize the Hump, such an interesting and strange map. Kudos to the Prophet for making this. He is in the community. Those of you who don't know who the Prophet is, he's a pretty big legend, really. I mean, he's very famous for making the Mega Random map pack. He has made a lot of community maps over the time, and he's helped to run a lot of tournaments over the time as well. So, you know, really great guy in the community, and definitely an asset to the Age community for sure. Alright, we'll see what's going on right here. It looks like a bit of a weird wall off here from Fire already. Players starting to go Feudal very quickly, and from what I can tell, it seems like, just checking the stream, the chat there on the side, it looks to me like the team TyRanT B here at the south of the map looking to get aggressive with the scouts very quickly. And I actually understand that logic. I mean, if you look at it, the map's so open. There is no way that you're going to be able to wall yourself in. Gosh, pardon me. Sorry about that. There's no way to wall yourself in, really. And you see the Viper trying to do that now. But wherever your wall meets the edge, your opponents can just run around the shallows. So it's impossible to wall yourself in unless you build a wall all the way around the edge of the shallows, or if you like box yourself in on the middle somewhere. So that's kind of a big deal, and this in fact is going to turn into quite a big rush map because of it. We're seeing scouts from Bagiofro, scouts from Riot now, and it seems to me like, let's check who the Mongol player is over here. Doubt is also going scouts as well, with his scouts moving out across the map now, looking to get what picks they can. Riot already with a spearman out though, very well prepared to deal with that, and yeah, this is going to be a pretty aggressive game. Obviously, quite a big danger zone over here. All of these TCs, aside from Slap, actually no, I think all of them are in firing distance of each other. So if you try and raid the economies that are at home, yeah, good luck with that. You're going to take a lot of arrow fire. But in the front, however, it's a different story. And you can see TyRanT A already starting to wall up a little bit where they can, forcing TyRanT B to go all the way around. But Bagiofro's got his way through. Fire is getting attacked as well. And Viper losing a quick villager there. I tell you what, Viper's been pretty targeted this tournament, I'm feeling. You know, he's been attacked a hell of a lot. Meanwhile, we've got Depth Bomb, aka Cab, coming forwards on the right side with some scouts right now. And, you know, this is one thing I've noticed a lot as well in these games. From what I've been able to tell, TyRanT A, much more wally play. They make a lot of walls. They're walling themselves up a lot in many of these games. Even in the 2v2s, they're walling themselves up. And even in the 1v1s, Viper was walling himself up. But TyRanT B seem to play a lot more open. They seem to be a lot more kind of like aggressive, and not so much like, oh, okay, we're gonna wall up for a bit and you know, sit behind our walls and maybe build. I think we've got some power outages in the area, and I think my router just reset itself temporarily there. So again, I apologise. There is not a lot I can do about that. I don't have a backup generator in my house, unfortunately. I'm going to keep checking to see if I'm dropping frames now. I changed my Twitch server as well. But yeah, seeming to have quite a few issues, which is unfortunate. So terribly sorry about that drop there. We didn't miss too much though. We have got some scout raiding coming in on this right side, and I'll continue my point that I was saying before. TyRanT B just kind of like building really big armies and just going for it, and TyRanT A towering up, defending, getting very defensive, and I think it's costing them a lot. It doesn't suit their playstyle that well, and I don't know really how I feel about that. Again, I'm not dropping frames now, so that's good. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Obviously, as I say, can't do a lot about power outages and the like. So we've got Jordan here coming in with some archers as well, and Riot getting in on the front also. These guys just relentlessly pushing on the front here. Really nicely done indeed. And we've already got Bad Geoffro going castle now, as the Viper and Fire reach castle age as well. So it looks like TyRanT A opting much more for a fast castle strategy, which is somewhat risky actually, because I suppose you know, very open to raiding on this map, but at the same time it might not be so bad, because I think unless they lose a lot of eco here, I think the fast castle strategy probably going to work out a little better, because I mean they can't really raid here because the TCs are going to cut them down so easily. At the moment, you know, only a couple of villagers going down for TyRanT A, and now, of course, with them hitting the castle age, they're going to be able to start busting out maybe with some knights and doing some big damage. What's going on here, though, is Fire just suiciding his villagers. Why would you do that? He's just deleted that palisade. Gonna lose a couple of villagers in there. And, well, Jordan's having a field day, taking out these scouts as well while he's at it. And I think now, obviously, going to get surrounded and dealt with. But, Fire, I don't know, Fire's not been on form today, to say the least. He seems to just be having quite a bit of issues, and I'm not really sure, you know, why that is, or what the problem is at the moment. But Fire, just all of these games, seems to be kind of lacking behind a little bit, which is a little bit concerning. But Fire now getting up this castle on the front, he's playing as the Mayans, of course, and the Viper with his knights out, trying to just deal with the rest of this raiding in here. And, well, I'm guessing they're going to get pretty aggressive now, TyRanT A. And TyRanT B, a lot of them still feudal. Could be pretty tough to defend. And now we see those walls coming up, of course. So we've got Bad Geoffro castle now. Riot's on his way up. Doubt's on his way up. Jordan 23 still feudal. And Slam's on his way up as well as Cab. So Jordan 23 going to be the last one to go up to castle here. And to be fair, he did do quite a big rush with the archers, but let's see what the Viper can do now. He's got some knights out. He's got bloodlines for free because he's the Franks, so technically it's not really bloodlines, but I guess it classes as bloodlines in the feudal age, and sorry, the castle age. And he's got +1 defense, so looking to get some villager picks here if he can, and try and take out some villagers from Bad Geoffro. He's gonna get one. Bad Geoffro so slow to react there. What was that about? He didn't even garrison. A quick, easy kill for the Viper. And now Bad Geoffro Castle, Riot Castle, as well as Mr. Cab over here. He is starting to TC up the center island. We've got the castle up from Fire, and he's starting to add those plumed archers in. And I think we're going to see quite a big castle warfare going on, because the center island is so difficult to kind of defend, I suppose. And I think TyRanT A, actually with a good strategy though, you know, I was kind of bashing them for all this walling, but it does make a lot of sense. They've got a solid line in front of them now, which they can sit behind, and as long as nothing comes around the edge, which they're watching, by the way, they're going to be absolutely fine behind that wall. Aside from perhaps a little bit of raiding from Bad Geoffro, which is going to obviously hit this wood, but they're going to be fine from infantry units, and I think TyRanT A are going to have a good advantage here, but we'll see what they can do damage-wise. I'm just going to quickly check frames again, because if I'm dropping frames, I want to know about it. No, we seem all good, so I think I can rest safe in the knowledge that it's okay for now. But yeah, map control looking pretty good for TyRanT A at the moment, and although they've walled themselves in, they're pushing out away from their walls. At the moment, we've got Riot making some camels here. He's already got bloodlines as well, and +1 defense. And we've also got camels coming out from Cab here as well. So camels from both of these guys. I actually think camels are a great decision. Obviously, they're a great counter to other horse units, but also they're not going to have to fight so much under TCs for now, I don't think. And obviously, well, camels die extremely quickly to arrow fire from TCs, but I kind of get the feeling that for raiding purposes, they're going to be okay as long as there's not too many TCs up on the map. Jordan, on the other hand, now pushing out with Bad Geoffro on the left side, and I think going for archer units here is a much better option than knights. mostly because of the walls that TyRanT A are putting up. Now, Huns could have gone knights, Celts could have gone knights, but in actual fact, they're both going with archer units, and they're obviously going to be able to hit over the walls that TyRanT A have built. Meanwhile, though, Riot's under a bit of pressure here, managing to defend for now. But I don't think his TC can hit those plumed archers, and he hasn't got enough to actually attack it with. Meanwhile, he's getting attacked by, well, both the plumed archers from fire and the camels from cab, whilst over on the left side we've got Bagiofro and... where's he gone? Well, we did have Jordan 23. I don't know where he's disappeared to. You know what? I'm going to look at the military mini-map just to get a better idea of where the military on this map is. There's Jordan 23 at the front there. And he could move in now and prevent that TC going up. He could also kill those plumed archers, which would be good. And we've got Slam going with Conquistadors. And who's the... oh, he's the only Spanish player, of course. Good stuff, actually. Conquistadors going to be good here. But against camels, they've got to be careful not to get attacked by them. They have to kind of micro their way away. Otherwise, they'll go down pretty quickly. I don't know what Doubt's laughing about, but fair enough. And man, more kills over here by the looks of it. Oh, wow. Riot got away with absolute death there. I don't know how he did that. He just, like, walked those villagers around and not one of those shots from the plumed archers hit him. That's fair enough. More Conquistadors here from Slam, though. Looking pretty good for him. Going to be trying, of course, to take out these camels as best he can. On the front, though... Fire pushing out, taking down Jordan 23 here, and I'm feeling like TyRanT A at the moment is looking much better at this moment in time. I mean, we don't have a huge amount of eco on the front here for TyRanT B. They're looking under like a lot of pressure as well. Obviously, plumed archers here just going to be so good. They're so cheap, but they're so strong, and they build really quickly. You can build plumed archers and make a lot of eco at the same time. And if we compare the eco minimap now, or the entire minimap, this stretch of land all belongs to TyRanT A. They've got a lot of TCs up, they've got a couple of castles, you know, they've got a lot of eco there. Whereas TyRanT B looking a little bit more split up. Slam over here on his own on the right, a little bit from Riot on the front, but not a lot. And then you've got Jordan and Bagiofro here, but Bagiofro hasn't got his second TC up on the centre yet. He's only just putting it up. And I'm feeling like at the moment, TyRanT A are in a much better position. Bagiofro is trying to raid at the back though. Quick response from the Viper there. Of course, that is always going to be an issue, getting raided at the back. But I think, you know, as long as they keep an eye out on the corners and have outposts here, they're going to be able to see it coming quite a long way away. Interesting castle here from Fire. That's a very aggressive castle, and that is also an amazing castle if they can get it up. At the moment, Slam has no idea that that's there. He's not going to know until these villagers start building it. And, well, we've got camels and Conquistadors out for Riot and Slam, but we've got camels from Cap, and we've got so many plumed archers from Fire here. As that castle goes up, this is going to be amazing for him. That's 2 TCs that castle can cover. It can cover all of this wood, all of this gold. That castle could really help to win them the game. There is no doubt about it. Archer units here coming in from Cab and... not Cab, Jordan 23 and Bagiofro getting a couple of kills in this villager line. And actually destroying that castle. I don't know if they destroyed that. Or if that was destroyed by... Jordan 23, but if Jordan 23 didn't, not Jordan 23, whoever was building that castle, if they didn't delete that, they just lost 650 stone. Man, this castle's up on the front. A couple of villagers going down straight away, but the TZs are under so much fire now. These farmers are rendered useless, and Riot has to migrate somewhere else. Man, he has got enough resources for another couple of TCs, but, you know, that is not what he wanted to do. He's playing as the Persians, so... I guess, really, he wanted to get some knights out or something, or just keep on that, keep on the camel production that he's already doing. But, you know, he's got no military left now. He's just been removed, vacated from his hometown. It's not going to work out very well. Jordan 23 here with a mangonel on the front, trying to get a castle up, but the Viper's in. And, well, he's aiming for those mangonels pretty quickly. Big losses for Jordan there, but Viper's going to get pushed back. No question about that. They are going to push him right back. But it doesn't seem like the Viper's going huge into military at the moment. I think he's got a lot more eco. And in actual fact, he's going to be going Imperial very soon. And we've not seen a huge amount of knights from him. But, you know, castle on the front, Franks with their cheaper castles, going to be great for him. But also, I think he's really just going, wow. Damn, that was a lot of crossbows down from that mangonel there. That was great. But yeah, I think Viper going for a pretty fast Imperial time here. And obviously once he's done that, he's going to be able to push these castles down from Jordan 23. He's going to be able to start work on those paladins, which is going to be really, really important for them. And yeah, I just think TyRanT A is just in a great position at the moment. In comes fire from the side. Some knights and some conquistadors coming in as well. But obviously, getting a little bit caught out here between these guys. Good picks for Slab as they retreat. Really nicely done. And they're probably going to turn around and fight it, actually. Looks like Cap wants to fight there. He's going to lose his camels, but the Plumed Archer's doing good enough damage for now to justify it, I think. And Slam's just like, start the game already. Guys, I want to kill something. It's pretty messy. I'm loving these 4v4s though. There's action all the time, all over the place. But we see how many castles are coming up on the front here now for TyRanT A. We've got Viper up to the Imperial Age, Fire up to the Imperial Age, and Doubt up to the Imperial Age. Jordan 23 is also up, Slam is also up, but Cab is also up as well. I think that's everyone on TyRanT A going to be Imperial in a minute. And then only one person on TyRanT B is actually upgrading right now. So, you know, this is going to go very quickly in favour of TyRanT A once they all get up to the Imperial Age and make this push. They're ready for it. We've got Doubt on Mongols here, so he's starting that Mangudai production. We've seen him play Mongols a lot this tournament so far. And up in the north, Cab pretty much untouched. Of course, he's playing as the Chinese, at the moment sticking with the camels, but could easily switch into Chuko Nu, which he will do. And this team just castles everywhere now. And we saw the problem that TyRanT B had on the... oh, what map was it? It was... Golden Hill. We saw the problems that TyRanT B had on Golden Hill once they had to push into that massive castles and they were still in the castle age. This time they've got a little bit more time to prepare. They've got a little bit more gold in their control. But honestly, with the Viper and Doubt now Imperial, Fire and Cab to soon follow, anything that these guys have, any castles, anything at all, they're going to get taken down very quickly. The Viper straight away building Trebs, of course. Fire's now into the Imperial Age and just keeping on 3 castle production of Plumed Archers. He's fighting uphill here, but it looks like he's got the numbers. That Mangonel really helping out as well. And Rhea at the moment, still castle, and he's got a lot of knights. But he's not been able to upgrade them yet, which is a big deal. Another big shot from that Mangonel, and now Mangudai coming in from Doubt as well. And man, these guys are in a bad position. Treb's coming out from all of them, I think. Interestingly enough, Rhea has no castles. Doubt has a few. More Mangudais coming out all over the place. Slam now, though, got that Cavalier upgrade, but he's fighting under two castles here. He's fighting against Plumed Archers and Mangudai, and I don't know if he's got enough there. Cab to quickly come in with those camels as well. And now we've got all 4 members of TyRanT A up to the Imperial Age. Only 2 members of TyRanT B up to Imperial. And this massive knights from the Viper, Frank Knights as well, about to become Cavalier. And obviously the castles from Jordan 23 about to go down as well. This is looking pretty bad for TyRanT B at the moment. I don't know how they're going to pull this back if they get pushed right back. They've got so little control, such a little hold on this middle island. And this is the big problem now. If they break down this TC, for instance, I mean, not that it matters because they can just walk through it now. But they've just got a straight road into their main eco, which is back here. And if you just look at that mini-map, you can see quite clearly just how much more of the map TyRanT A controls. If we put team colours on, obviously yellow and blue is TyRanT A, red is TyRanT B. They just don't have much map control at all, and it's not looking good at the moment for them. Obviously the Treb's coming out so quickly for TyRanT A. This castle from Jordan about to go down. Cavalier now done for the Viper. And Bajofro, you know, with the cavalry archers here doing what he can, but he's still not Imperial. Riot is still not Imperial. He's only just clicked up. And Riot's about 60% of the way there. I think by the time Bajofro reaches Imperial, they're going to have nothing left at this rate, which is really horrible. Slam, though, got that Paladin research really quickly, which was nice to see. He's been playing a nice game, actually. In fact, this entire tournament, Slam has been really playing well. But now we've got Chuko Nu coming in from Cab on the right, as well as these Rams. Should get cleaned up pretty quickly by the Paladins. A few Halberdier here to support, though. I don't know if Slam's really going to want to fight that much. I guess he will. There's some support coming in from Riot behind this, but Chuko Nu extremely powerful. Even against Paladins, they do own when they're massed up like that. And in the middle, that TC's gone. The Plumed Archer, the elite Plumed Archer mass from Fire is huge. And Doubt now score leader for TyRanT A as he's pushing him with the Mangudai down here. The Viper as well with the Cavalier. No way, Bajofro, are you fighting that? GG. He's just like, nope, that's it. Mangudai and Paladin here, not gonna happen. TyRanT B gonna resign now. TyRanT A take game number 10. And what a great game that was. This is a fantastic map. And I feel like TyRanT A's strategy there, taking the map control very quickly, definitely paid off for them. Indeed, it really did. And for TyRanT B, they were just slow to get to Imp. They got up to a pretty slow start. They were quite slow to Castle compared to TyRanT A as well. And I just don't think they really did enough eco damage at all. I didn't see much eco damage at all that game, aside from a little bit in the Feudal Age. And yeah, TyRanT A gonna take that. You can't help but think as well the civs were pretty nice for TyRanT A. But then again, it shouldn't have been something that TyRanT B couldn't have handled. So, I don't know. They kind of fell apart a little bit. But the scores are narrowing